Peace, love, and light, everybody. I hope I'm finding you all in an amazing place today. I'm hoping you're having an amazing day. I hope you woke up feeling new, because we should be feeling new. I've been wanting to come on here for a couple days. Really just trying to find the right time, or waiting on the right time, and really just tired. Okay, trying to just let me get a little more sleep in, or let me make sure I'm clear enough to get this little message off. I don't want to say little because it ain't little. This time I even kind of sat on it for a little bit too, just in case I miss a couple points that I want to make with myself. Because sometimes if I do go back and watch these videos, sometimes it's other things that I have wanted to say, but of course whatever was said had needed to be said at that time. So it is what it is. So this time I decided to write down just some key little points that I want to just go over or just kind of discuss before I leave the video. But so I feel like what's on my I feel like what's on my heart to really, I'm always asking a question, because where God is taking me is about asking powerful questions. It's about asking questions that really make you think about what's going on within you. So the powerful question I got today is, how are you showing up for you? How are you showing up for you? I talk a lot about making sacred space, sacred time to focus on you. It's so much stuff going on in the world right now, in the physical form. And when I kind of just look at everything as a whole as to what's going on in the world, as far as the government, the killings, and all of this humanity things, and then I look at, just the people, us, and what are we really trusting at this point? Because it looks like there's a divide. There's a divide between humanity, and there's the divide between just the individual. And so one of the first things I wanted to talk about is meditate to prayer. Meditate to prayer. I am a big believer in meditation. It has changed my life. And it took a minute to get to a point where I saw the benefits of it. But really, it doesn't require this 20-minute, 10-minute meditation. It really just requires you getting to a place to where you can consciously think. Consciously. Because now think about when you go to prayer. What is your state of mind in? Are you anxious? Are you in fear of something? Are you scared of, you're scared of something? So what is your state of mind when you go and you talk to your source, God? So what is your frame of mind? And meditation helps that. So if you're going to your prayer in a anxious place, and in this place where we are already in a place where, do we really even trust him? So giving yourself that time to really calm the mind down of the stress, which is releasing the day, means so much when you go into these prayers, because it's how you do it. Are you frustrated when you go into prayer? Are you all these things? So when you meditate and you bring your mind down to a state to where I can focus on what I really need to be asking for. Because sometimes we think about the physical, we ask about the physical, we want to change our lifestyle, we want to change the homes we're looking at, the homes that we are living in. We want to change all the physical things about our life. But we're not asking how to change our heart. We're not asking how to remove the anxiety. We're not asking how to remove the depression. We only want what satisfies the physical. We have to learn how to become spiritual, is really what I'm saying. Really. Which brings me to the next point. You have to learn how to save yourself. You have to learn how to heal yourself. Now, I ain't saying this in a way where you're out there alone to do these things, because you have people like me who went down the path, who knows how to get people started, because this is something you do have to do on your own. God places these people here to help you get started. Now, is a difference to wanting to get started and actually doing the work, because it's something you have to stay the course for. So when I'm saying become spiritual, it's really bringing yourself to a place of trusting God and then trusting yourself. Being spiritual means any of these other people out here cannot save you. You do. You have to save you. The doctor can't save you. The government can't save you. The therapist can't save you. You have to do that. Those titles and those people are secondary. They're a bonus to your life. They're a bonus. You have to get to a place where you know internally that you are walking in the right path. You are praying to stay aligned, or praying to get aligned. So when you go to the doctor, it's not enough medicine that they can give you to heal you. God put a lot of things on here, this earth, for us to heal ourselves, starting with us. So the pastor can't save you. It's really all in here. The pastor is a bonus. They teach you. But it's just some things that's on the inside of us that can't anyone teach us. Our experiences alone does that when you heal from these things. And we're not here on this earth to not have issues. We are going to have issues. I done got in this Bible now, and I start seeing, and I'm putting pieces together, and I'm understanding, okay, I see. It's not supposed to be easy. You're supposed to gain a level of trust within yourself and then with God to do some of these things alone. And then go out there and be the light. Be in church doing your spiritual thing, because you know too. You know too. You don't always have to wait on Sundays, Wednesdays, and revival to get all the information you need. We don't have time, do we? We don't have time to set aside and figure out our foundation. No, everybody, it's a lot of people walking around here with no foundation, because we look into the therapist, we look into the pastor, we look into the doctor. Look into those things if that's your life, but don't make them number one. Don't make that number one. Let me see what my next point is. Question everything. Question everything. And I ain't talking about in the physical. From here on out, what I say about the physical, I will try to be very specific when I'm speaking of the physical. But everything that I speak of is internal. Question everything. And when I say, if it sounds like you got to talk to yourself, then baby, I guess you just got to be talking to yourself. But when I question either myself, I'm questioning God. I'm questioning. But when I have a feeling at the pit of my stomach, I'm like, God, what is that? Now I'm at a place to where when I feel something, I know something is off, or I know something needs to be paid attention to. So if you got a headache at this point, what is this headache? Why do I keep getting this reoccurring headache? Maybe it's stress. Maybe it's something trying to creep back up to let you know that this is some stuff you haven't handled yet. Question your body. Question the things that your body is doing. because we are our own healers. Like I said, the doctors, the therapists, they're secondary. You should get to a place to where when you feel something in your body, you know it's saying, let me step back and figure out what this is. But we don't have time to do that. We don't make time to do that. We keep pushing it back down. Question everything when your heart feels hurt, or when you get frustrated or mad at somebody else's situation. If you find yourself frustrated at a friend, ask yourself, what just occurred in this conversation that made me upset, that triggered me? Because you are a reflection of what you're looking at. If all you see is hardship in your life, it's hardship here. You're seeing trouble in your life, it's trouble here. So you have to get to a place to where when you feel frustrated because of what you see on the outside, you have to question here, not the person you're looking at. Question everything. Let me see what else I got. And then another thing too, what have you asked for that you haven't received? What is something you've been praying for that you haven't received? And I ain't talking about materialistic. Have you asked, why do I have this anxiety? Have you asked why I keep having these migraines? Have you asked why my back hurt? Why my digestive system isn't right? Why my throat hurt? Have you asked those things? Because maybe your throat is hurting because you're not speaking up for yourself. Maybe your digestive system is bad and is not good because your confidence is low. I'm telling you, what have you asked for that you have not received? And then another thing that I put on here too, heal your trauma and your karmic past. That was a big one for me because I had a lot to heal from as far as trauma. But you also got to take into account of those decisions you made in the past that weren't so good. Me too. I look back and I was like, I got shame. I was like, ugh. But it's a process to get through that too. A lot of us just don't want to sit with those things. We disgusted by our own past and we're disgusted by our own past to where we can't even face it. If you can't face it, how are you going to face humanity? You face humanity scared because you're scared of yourself. You have to become brave within you. So what have you asked for that you have not received? Let me go back. The healing the trauma and healing the karma. Karma is a big thing. You do have to, at one point, work on those things as far as ego, pride. Why? Why are we prideful? Why do the ego take so much of our it gets so deep into our conversation, our everyday lives, and learning to put the ego to the side and fighting without your ego. Because once you start fighting without your ego, you fight with love. All right, I know that sounds corny as heck, but that's a real thing. Exercising love, even if it don't feel good. Because if you exude love, you're going to receive it. You're going to receive it. And sometimes people don't even have a response to love. You know? People don't even have a response when they're trying to hurt you. When you can say, okay, I'm just gonna step away. Simple. You don't have to give that energy any light. I don't even like saying like negative and using those low vibrational words. Heal your trauma and forgive your karma. I like that. I had to write that down. Forgive your karma. And the last point I think I want to make, how you show up for yourself is how you show up for your babies. Are you disciplined? This is probably a whole nother video, but are you disciplining your kids based off of your trauma, your past? Do you agree with how you was disciplined? Or do you just do that? You know, it's all here. Okay? If you are disciplining your kids with your anger, that's you. That's you putting your anger off on your babies. That's why it's so important for us to heal our wounds so we can raise smart, brave, strong Black kids. We're raising them to be scared because we are so much we put so much power onto them. Heal yourself, if not for yourself, for your babies, okay? For your babies. How you show up for yourself and how you advocate for your babies is going to really determine their future, yours too. Stop being bound. Stop being bound. We are in, like, if your algorithm haven't changed on your phone at this point, I need some people to wake up. I need some people to wake up. Let me make sure that was it. The last thing, if you have more trust in humanity than you do yourself, that's the problem. That's the problem. And I'm just going to leave you with that. How are you showing up for yourself every day? Determine your future. If you waking up and you confused every day, how are you showing up for yourself? How? Understand the process takes a bit. Understand that. And that's okay. Like I said, we got time. Still be reasonable if you gotta, if you gotta go to work and you gotta go to school. But also be accountable. Show up for yourself. The world is leaving you behind. As you can see, you need to make a choice. You either hop on this humanity train and fall in line with the government with all this secondary stuff before yourself. You need to make a decision. Yourself over here. Because if you show up for yourself, then you will know how to handle humanity. Show up for yourself. I love y'all. Have a good day. Go be peace. Go be light. Go be love so you can be at peace. Be light and be loved. Have an amazing day. Bye.